Hello party people on the internet. It is officially Tuesday. I have not talked to you since Sunday night. Yesterday I just had like a massive rotten bed day. It doesn't mean that I didn't read though, but I just didn't time my reading because I only read the 10 pages needed for my 75 parts. So because of that, I just woke up. Today is Tuesday. Today is the day that we're gonna do something fun, and that is a book crawl. So the area that I'm in is having a large indie store book crawl. It's been going on for actually the entire month of April, but little old me decided to wait until the very last day to actually do it. So for that reason and that reason alone, I will be attempting to do this entire book crawl in one day. There are 15 independent bookstores on this list. So 15 independent bookstores that I need to go to and get my passport stamped. Not my legit passport, but my bookish passport, okay? They'll give me a bookish passport at the first store that I go to, and then I'll go to every store and get it stamped. Now, obviously, I don't have to buy anything at each one of these stores. It's just really going to show your support. But I will be having a small book buying budget, if you will, that I will use to support these bookstores if I find something that I absolutely have to have, okay? Hopefully we'll be out of the house and on the move by 10 o'clock. No later than 10 o'clock because I don't want to be out all day either. The earlier we get this done, that I can get my stamps and beat this traffic that will be going on later in the evening. Let's do this. I'm dressed. I am wearing like a full gray jumper and then my tote bag with some Crocs because I didn't feel like putting on real shoes. Okay, let me show you. This is my OTD. Oh wow, all of my wires at the bottom. We are about to head out. I have got my tote bag in hand, my phone in hand, a charger in bag, headphones in bag. So I have everything that I need, and sunglasses and water. We're just gonna fill up our water and then we're good to go. I don't think I'm gonna go to all 19 of these stores. I was mapping them out across like the Charlotte area, and some of them are very, very far away from me. So I doubt that I'm gonna go to all of them, like the super far ones. So I won't complete this book crawl, but I'll have a good time doing the ones that I do go to. Let's go. I'm at my first bookstore, and it is the one that is local to me. So I've been here a few times already before in the past. We're gonna go see what they have. I had this one as one of the ones that I was like for sure gonna buy something from. So let's see if they have anything that I really want right now. I'm in the bookstore, and I've always loved this bookstore, to be honest, because it has all these little like fun nooks and crannies everywhere. That's just a side note. What I wanted to say is I've been seeing a lot about Brandon Sanderson in the fantasy world, and I've always been curious about his books, but like, and this doesn't even look that long, 300 and something ish pages. The words are pretty big. I've seen a few people read this, and I've been very curious about Brandon Sanderson's books. I don't know if Brandon Sanderson is what I want to get today. A book girlie's dream. Well, or should I say, an English major. An English major's dream. The classics. Psych, I actually kind of don't really have a good relationship with the classics, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to better my relationship with the classics. We will see how that turns out in the future. Okay, we're hanging out in the young adult section, and I'm not finding anything that was on my must buys, but I do want to buy something that is from the store. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna pick up a blind date with a book. I've never done one of those before, but they have a section here for it. And I think I'm gonna do a blind date with a book and see what I come up with and then read it with you guys. Obviously, blind date with a book. Blind date with a book. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I can't find something at a particular store, most of these like indie stores have a section where they do the blind date with the book thing. So if I can't find anything, I'll buy something from the blind date with the book. We'll do a completely different fun video for that afterwards. Okay? Sounds good. This one is interesting. It says, "You were naughty this year. This is your punishment." Oh, okay. Christmas themed. All right, we just finished bookstore number 1. Tall Stories was closed. Boo. So I won't even be able to get all my things stamped in the first place because Tall Stories was closed. But we did go to Liberty Book Co. right here in Rock Hill. Next, we're going to go to Corks, Cooks, and Books. They just opened up at 11, so this is actually perfect timing on my part. Let's see. Corks, Cooks, and Books. 6 minutes away. I'm also excited to get into the blind date with a book. I have no idea what they're going to be. It's 2 separate books. I'm just going to leave it a mystery. Like I said, we're doing blind dates with a book in another video. Come back for that video. Okay, so I just left out of Corks, Cooks, and Books. They did have the little passport sheet that you get filled out by the bookstores when you go there. Obviously, we won't be getting all of these done today, but it has all 19 stores on here. Not all 19 are even open today. So I just went to Liberty Book Co. I don't feel like going back over there. She said if I wanted like a stamp on it, just for like sake of it, then I could come and get my stamp put back on there like at a later date. But I don't even care to go back that way. We will just write that we did that one and we did Corks, Cooks, and Books. So now we are going to move on my list over here. I didn't get anything from there. I just wanted to see what they were about. I didn't even know this existed, but definitely will be coming here more often for like, you know, wine and stuff after 75 Hard is over. This is like super cute. But our next place is Book Rack, the Book Rack. So let's put that in. 27 minutes away. Here we go. Up to D. Bookstore is huge, like legitimately. I thought that my first one, I thought Liberty had like a lot of nooks and crannies. No, this place has a ton of nooks and crannies. It's so nice, but so quiet. I'm having to whisper to talk to you guys. They do have a wall / section that is newer. So we're going to check out the general fiction first. And then we're going to go over to the new section and see what they have in the new section. Romantic suspense. Steamy romance. Oh, they have like the Sylvia Day books over here. The Maya Banks books over here. Helen Hart. I've heard a lot about her from the old ladies that came in the bookstore when I used to work in the bookstore. They love them some Helen Hart and some Sylvia Day, honey. They also got the 50 Shades books over there too. Okay, like I said, they do have like a new book section. We're gonna like check that out. been looking at this book for so long because look at the cover. It's gorgeous. And Christina Lauren, they're one of my like instant buy authors. I have so many of their books at home on my shelf. I don't know what this one is about though. Sparks fly when a romance novelist and a documentary filmmaker join forces to craft the perfect Hollywood love story, but only if they can keep the chemistry between them from taking the whole thing off script. A romance novelist and a documentary filmmaker. Interesting. This also sounds really interesting, is the partner plot. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Look at the characters. They look like me. They look like me. On the back, it says, two former high school sweethearts get a second chance in this marriage of convenience romance by Christina Forrest, author of The Neighbor Favor. I didn't read Neighbor Favor, but I knew her name sounded familiar. Interesting as well. I love a good marriage of convenience. Don't know if I'm gonna like the second chance vibes, but I love a good marriage of convenience. They also have Wild Love. Ugh. I want this book so bad, but I want the red edges one. Where will I find the red spray edges of this book? All right, so I just left out of the book rack. Didn't get anything in there because I didn't see anything in there that I really wanted, but we can cross it off of our list. I'm actually over on the side of town by the Barnes that I used to work at. So I'm gonna swing into the Barnes and see what's going on over there. I feel like a book just came out today. I think it's King of Sloth, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just gonna go swing into Barnes. I have actually found zero luck with this Abby Jimenez book just for the summer. I have no idea where the heck it's at, but I'm sure, positive, certain that they will have it in Barnes because I've been looking everywhere for it. But I do also still have a gift card from Books A Million. That's like almost $40. We'll see, because I also did want to read Funny Story. I just don't want a freaking hardback. But I may have to just buy it, read it, and then return it because I'm not really a big Emily Henry fan anyway. But let's go to the Barnes. Let's go to Barnes. And she's blue and gorgeous. Get out. Get out. We're reading this. We're reading this right now. If you know, you know. I'm already literally reading this for another reading vlog. Guys, it's only $15. Is this gonna be at Books A Million though? We'll come back to her because she might get bought. She might get bought. These books right here, Boys of Tommen, they keep calling my name. They look way less intimidating in this print than they do in the other print where they're like super thick with tiny, tiny words. Way less intimidating like this, but I think they're still the same amount of pages. But I must read this series. It's on Kindle Unlimited though. I don't need to buy another series for my shelf. It's so funny, I just returned Empire the Vampire to Books A Million, and then they have it on the BOGO table here. She's also on KU. That's like one thing about me. I love reading and I love owning physical copies of books, but recently I've been trying to be way better about which books I choose to have on my shelf and which books I just like want to read. So I always check and see if something's on KU first, because if it is and I don't really care for it to be on my shelf, guess what? I'm reading it on KU. One thing I have been wanting to get more into though are mystery and thrillers. This mystery thriller table is looking really nice. It's looking really nice in the moment, but I'm also like, should I just read these on Kindle Unlimited and then figure out what I like? Probably so. It's probably best when experimenting with a new genre to just like read online for a subscription I already paid for and then figure out what I like and move forward from there. This is a series that I have yet to like really dive into. And it's crazy because now she even has Barnes & Noble exclusive editions with these freaking stickers stuck all over them. Another Hades and Persephone retelling. I don't know how many times sis can retell Hades and Persephone. I have the first 3 books, Malice, Darkness, Ruin. I have those 3. But I'm like, how many more times can you tell it, queen? What else is going on with these 2? Their life is full of drama. This is interesting. It's giving Bridgerton, but also like Bridgerton with like Crazy Rich Asians with vampires. Literally, it's like this guy is a wealthy vampire, but he's expected to marry, and it's talking about he must find like a wife before the season ends. The season ends, much like Bridgerton, right? He meets this girl. She has like a family that's like in debt or something, like her mother's medical debt. So fake dating, here we go. She is gonna fake date him to pay off her mother's debt, and then for him to escape the marriage season. But obviously they're vampires. She's interesting. Does anyone else do that? Go to the bookstore and take pictures of books so that you can find them later or like remember them if you want to buy them. All right, I think I spent enough time in here. I'm aching through the growing pains. We're at another not so indie bookstore, I'm aware. But that is because I have a gift card here and I want to use it. So we're about to use it. Some things are here to stay, so they tell me. Lost myself yesterday, back on track. I'm also gonna make an observation here and say that this Books A Million is like way better than the one near my house. Like actually 10 times better. It looks better. Their sections are bigger and it's just like more of a vibe. It's actually low-key, I think, bigger. Queen, be serious. I'm on my way, so you tell me. I think I disagree. So maybe I am the one who's growing up slowly. I can't forget you're growing up with me. I don't give up when things are unlikely. I really want to get into mystery and more lit fic. I want to be an emotional reader, lit fic girly. I want to sound intelligent when I talk about life and books. I don't just want to read smut all my life. Help. And suddenly I'm half of where I thought I'd be by now. Welcome to Morgs. We're about to eat. We about to eat. I'm hungry. Shut up. I'm hungry. So hungry. Oh my gosh. I spent forever in the Books A Million, but I did end up getting some stuff that I was looking for. For lunchy lunch, we are going to be eating a steak and cheese quesadilla with black beans and brown rice. Definitely got that side of queso so I can dip my chips in it. And some salsa with water. I'm on 75 hard, so I couldn't just stop at Mickey D's or Miss Wendy. I had to get some real food. That means I spent more money. Why does real food have to be expensive? Tell me. Child, I don't know why this girl didn't put cheese on both sides of the quesadilla, because it's not even sticking together. What I have been missing in my book lineup is good thrillers. That's what was freaking taking me so long in the bookstore, was trying to find a good thriller, like psychological thriller. I was on TikTok listening to the TikTok gurus and stuff. Hopefully I found a good one. And it was on mass market, so it was like $9.99. Perfect for me. Spent $8 and I got like 3 books because I had a gift card. I'd say that's pretty good. And then I spent $3 earlier at the other bookstore and got 2 books in the blind date with a book. I think I'm doing pretty good on this book budget today. Barely $10 spent on books today. Yes. Right, I made it to my mom's house and I picked up a little dessert butt cake. I got her one too, red velvet. Mine is the strawberries and cream, but I kind of want a little bit of hers too. I also wanted to do a quick little book haul before I dive into my sweets. So I did pick up 3 books from Books A Million. I used that little gift card, so I ended up having 3 books for $8. Period. Girl math. First, I picked up the novella for Powerless, which I'm reading right now. This is about Adina, the friend of Peyton, who Peyton left in the slums when she went to the trials. This is about her friend that was like quirky, cute, little fashion designer girly. I also picked up Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I have been seeing a lot of people talk about this book everywhere on the internet, and when the weather gets hot, the best thing to have right there with you is a summer beach read. So I picked up this book. It says 4 dates, a kiss, and a breakup. That's all it will take to find their soulmate. When it comes to love, Emma is cursed. Every guy she dates finds his true love after they break up. But it turns out she's not the only one afflicted with this condition. His name is Justin, and his Reddit thread about being love's good luck charm has gone viral. Now the two have come up with an ingenious plan. If they date each other, their curses will cancel out, and they'll go on to find their soulmate. Now, I've read one other Abby Jimenez book. I think it was Yours Truly. In that book, I actually hated the female main character. I really did. Bless you. You good. She looks so scared. She looks so scared when she sneezed just now. It's okay. The male character was Chef's Kiss Magnifique, but the girl, she was just not giving the whole time for me. I feel like I just didn't like the miscommunication trope as well. So I'm hoping that I'll like this one. A lot of people love this one more than Yours Truly, so I have high expectations. The plot sounds cute. Now the last one threw me for a loop, okay? I didn't expect to pick up this book, but I was in the mood for something spooky. So I picked up The Chain by Adrienne McKenty. Now, I went on Book Talk and I looked up all the girlies that were talking about really nice thrillers and stuff like that. And a lot of people were talking about this book. Basically, what happens is, here it is. I'll read the back for you. Your phone rings. A stranger has kidnapped your child. The stranger explains that their child has also been kidnapped by a completely different stranger. The only way to get your child back is to kidnap another child, and you are now part of a chain. So this is pretty interesting. I was in the mood for like a suspense thriller. I found this in the Books A Million and mass market, so it literally was $9.99. So I said, why not? I gotta have it. The people were raving about it, so I hope that I'm gonna end up raving about it too. Mom, you ready to eat your sweet? Let's cheers our sweets. Sweet cheers! Ooh. First bite. It's a little cool, just how I like it. Alright, besties, it's about 11:50 at night and I have showered, eaten a really late dinner, and then also I did a dance workout with Grow with Joe. I love her dance workouts, but I'm about to just do a little bit of cozy reading before I go to bed of Powerless, and then we're gonna head on out. Thank you guys so much for joining me again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.